Hello, thank you very much for tuning into this week's segment of readings. Excuse me. For the main part of the reads, the tarot I'm going to use are Tarot of the Cloisters, created by and illustrated by Michelle Levitt. It's an older deck that I have. I think it was from the mid-90s, but it's by. There's also a connection to U.S. Games. I think there's a U.S. Games website if you look it up on the internet. I'm assuming it's the same U.S. Games, but this is a deck from the mid-90s. I think it's the mid-90s. Supportive Oracle cards. Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jesse Reish, and I believe it's a Hay House website at the bottom there. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. I also use dice. I use a 22-sided dice for the major arcana. I substitute 22 for 0 for the Fool. And I use a 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and I use a 4-sided dice to choose the element. Those are from mathartfun.com. The dice shop, the website is mathartfun.com, which I think you can see on there. All right. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. All right, now let's go on to your reading. Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Aquarius? You have 2 face-down cards. So one of them is a tarot card, one of them is a oracle card. What is this? 2 of Cups. Okay, what is this for you? 7 of Pentacles. Something that's kind of been... I feel like I've been working on it little by little, here and there, now and then. Seven of Pentacles, Justice card. I feel like this is almost like a long-term, either a long-term like engagement, or like I've been waiting for something to go forward to the next level, or something like that, where it's kind of like, I feel like I've been waiting a long time, and I don't know that I'm upset with it. I feel like whatever the situation is, even though it's not going the best, I do seem to be feeling good about it. Why? Because I knew what it was before I got involved with it. And it's doing what I expected it to. At some point it will be where I want it to be. So if it's going through the growing pains, for some reason it's not bothering me. This is interesting. There's certain things that I just have to deal with whether I like it or not. I know that that's how this works. I know that that's how it's going to happen. I'm very careful about how detailed I get with things. I leave details out purposefully to make the situation easier for me because it's ridiculous at times. So I'm like, I just leave certain details out. It just seems to be what works for me. I do feel like I have to deal with some... At this point, I feel like I do have to deal with some of it, but I'm not really upset with it. You got the Sun card, and you got the 3 of Pentacles here. I feel like, realistically, I wasn't expecting it to be a bowl of roses, or whatever you want to call it, bowl of cherries. But I feel like I do see it going where it should. It's a little rough right now, but I'm like... but it's going where it should. So, for where I want it to go in the future, right now it's okay. In fact, it's better than that. You got the Sun card. Like, you might be enjoying this more than I'm understanding, just to be fair. Because, like, that Sun card is telling me you really do. Because things are coming out. Things are coming out in the wash, and there's something here that you very much love. Things are coming out in the wash, but there's something here that you very much love, and that's what you're working towards. Something's really important to you here. This is also very interesting to me, too. The 7 of Pentacles because it's half in, half out, is telling me when it does move forward, it goes where I want it to. It goes in the direction I want. It's not consistent with the growth. So I don't know how to explain this. It's almost like, if I was working on a book, it's kind of like sometimes I have a lot of time to work on it. Sometimes I could just edit part of it. Sometimes I just get a paragraph or two down. Sometimes a month or two goes by and I don't touch it at all. But it keeps progressing. Like every year I get a little farther ahead. It's not consistent, but it does keep going. It's not ready to be used. It's not ready to be done. It's not ready to be read by others maybe. But it does keep moving forward. It's just not consistent. I don't see that bothering you either. I feel like we keep talking about the situation as it is, but we're coming up to something here. You got Victory was your face down card, and the Page of Wands. Whatever the situation is, so if we're going to use that book analogy, it reminds me of like somebody that I know that's a writer. It's almost like, you have to research certain things to make sure things make sense, right? It's almost like some information has changed and I have to go back and rewrite some things because some information has changed. Or maybe like I've been working on this for so long that like politics or something has changed, so I have to go back and rewrite some things so it doesn't seem like I'm out of touch. Something like that. It does feel like there's a rewrite a little bit, but there's not like a total loss, but I have to go back and I have to update some information. There's victory here by moving slowly. You keep moving slowly and inconsistently, and that's benefiting you more than anything else. It's really benefiting you because I feel like I'm learning things that I wasn't really thinking I had to learn, but at the pace I'm going, things just pop up, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can apply that here. That works. This is where the conflict comes in. So I'm going to use the book analogy, I think, for all of this. Somebody wants something from you. Somebody has recognized whatever you're doing and sees the value in it. It's the Emperor or Empress? Emperor. Somebody's trying to get you to come forward and move forward quicker. But you're not ready. When I'm getting this happening, you're not ready. You're just like, nope, it's not the time for it. Justice came in upside down. Like, nope. This isn't going to work for me there right now. I do feel like the confidence comes in to know that, to have conviction that you know that you're not ready. You know that it's not the time. The grace is coming in, like, be careful how you speak to this energy, because just because you're not ready right now, you have to shut it down, but you got to be careful because you might be able to use it later. So they're saying don't ignore it totally, because I feel like my first reaction is like, I'm not ready for that, so I'm just going to kind of ignore it. They're like, don't ignore it. Don't ignore this. Don't ignore it. Because I feel like I'm just going to be like, oh, no, I'm not ready for that right yet. So I'm just going to walk away from it. I'm just not going to handle it. The advice here, all right, and I'm seeing why. Work nicely with this energy. I don't think you appreciate somebody pushing you or somebody telling you you're ready when you know you're not, because you do know what you're doing. I don't think Aquarius likes that. When somebody tries to tell you that they know you better than you do, or anything like that, I feel like that's one way to really piss off Aquarius. If they think they know better than you do and they're going to railroad your life in a certain way or make you make a decision that you're not ready to or want to make, that's how somebody can really piss you off. I feel, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but not that there's other signs that are like, yeah, please do that. But Aquarius is really that's a button. I feel like that's hitting a button. This energy, it's just their timing is not matching your timing, but we want to keep them in a positive energy so that this can be beneficial to you later. So be aware of that. I mean, granted, you're going to make a decision like you need to make. You're going to do what you need to do. I totally respect that. They're just saying this energy can be more helpful for you later when you've decided it is time. If we're able to do that successfully, I do feel like this connection will go stagnant for a little while. What are these two cards? They're not going to like that you don't want to do it their way. They're going to be very disappointed and upset. But especially when they realize you're being nice to them, this glamour card, is it glamour? Yeah, that will, they'll be nice to your face at least. If they're saying things behind your back, please ignore it. Then just, if you can. It's up to you. If you can't, then you can't. I respect that. But I'm just saying, if you could just let them have their minute. To your face, they're going to be nice. They're going to be very disappointed and upset that you won't go forward when they think you should. But that's fine if they just kind of, if they keep it to themselves, it's better. But, you know, people do what people do. This connection, if we're able to play nice, it's gonna be like the death card reversed is telling me the beginning isn't happening yet because it's not time. It's like there's a word, I can't think of what it is. Like it's like stuck. It's just like stuck in a holding pattern. It doesn't mean that it won't happen. It's just not time. This reminds me of like somebody on life support. It's not quite their time to go, but it's coming. I don't know why I use that analogy, but there you go. Seven of Swords, I feel like we're going to let it be what it is. It'll be fine. I feel like we can keep a positive connection. It will come, as long as we have a positive rapport to some degree, it'll come back later. And when it does come in, I do feel like we have a lot of loyalty here, a lot of communication. I feel like I still have to be careful how I communicate in the future. I do feel like there's a lot of loyalty here with the Chariot card. And I do feel like when the time is right, we'll be good. Because they'll very much promote whatever it is. They'll push you forward. They'll be like, I told you, Aquarius is awesome. Whoever this is does very much like you. They got the Two of Cups. Like, they see a lot. Like, they see a lot of the gifts that you have. They do see it. They're just a little bit too excited. They need to calm down and wait their turn. That's all that is. But they do really care. They do really see a lot of value with you. The pushy thing, you know, I mean, I have a couple of Aquarians in my family too, and I don't really think pushy works well either. But I just don't. When somebody tries to push an Aquarius, I think you're gonna get bit. I'm just saying. I just feel like people are gonna get bit. So later on, when you're ready, this can go to your benefit. This can be a great thing. Just of course, even in the future, you're gonna have to be careful about how you communicate. But I think by the time that comes around, you'll be used to it. It won't be a problem. And I think that's, again, why I'm seeing this. Like, it's a good card. Like, on your terms, when you're ready, this will work out. On your terms, when you're ready. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.